The two people in this image are Susan and Michael Dell. You've probably heard the surname because Michael Dell is the CEO of Dell Technologies, and today, in an unprecedented move by a rich do-gooder, Michael Dell and his missus have just gave one of the largest ever philanthropic donations in human history by seeding investment accounts for 25 million poor children in the United States with $250 each. And this is costing the pair $6.25 billion. And the fact that CNN's hyphenated the Trump accounts part cynically suggests that unlike me and you and every other normal human, perhaps not everybody's taking it quite so well. Yeah, that's an understatement. We're going to delve into the Twitter comments on this one, so strap yourselves in. That's never a good idea, is it? Any platform that has a lot of left-wing people using it, spiteful, hateful, brainwashed left-wing people who've been told for 25 years that anybody rich and white is detestable, right? 2 steps lower on the pecking order than the DC sniper, right? That's what we've been told for the last 25 years. So you would think something as unequivocally nice as that wouldn't impart any negativity at all, would you? Well, only if you're a bit of an idiot. Okay, so X reported the story thusly. The Dells announced a $6.25 billion gift on Tuesday to fund $250 investment accounts for 25 million American kids under 10 through Invest America. It targets children born before 2025 in lower-income zip codes, building on the Invest America Act signed by President Trump in July 2025, and provides tax-free growth for education, homes, and businesses. Families and employers can add more, aiming to build generational wealth. Susan Dell hopes it shows kids that communities care about their future. What a nice thing to do. What a nice thing to do. Surely the hateful, spiteful, bitter and twisted, resentful, murderous, degenerate scum that we call the woke, surely they couldn't have anything nasty to say about that, could they? Trump accounts. Michael and Susan Dell will deposit $250 in individual investment accounts for 25 million children. One of the largest philanthropic gifts ever to go directly to Americans. Aussie African Rebel. What is $250 going to do for a child? Give me the money back. Give me the money back. I don't want your scruffy little fatherless spawn to get $250. I'll tell you what it can do, though, because I'm assuming Michael Dell's a better man than me. If I read that, as soon as I saw one X comment, I'd be like, give me my money back. I'm going to give $6.25 billion to the US Navy to buy bombs on the express purpose that he only drops them on third world countries. That's what I'd do, Aussie, you absolute shitbag. But to explain it to someone who, is clearly as thick as whale spunk, I got a Christmas bonus about 10 years ago. It wasn't much. It was about $3,000. And I didn't need it. So I bought stock with it, AMD. Still got it in my account now. I try not to touch stuff like that for retirement. I think that $3,000 is now worth about $30,000. That's what it does for children, you dopey twat. This nice guy has just stuck that in an account for an under 10-year-old. So if he just buys, if they just use it to buy whatever S&P 500 stocks, by the time a 9-year-old kid is 21, that $250 might be worth $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and then he might use it to pay school bills down, pay student debts, set a business up. It could be the next Mr. Beast. Or what you could do is, you could be a cynical, spiteful shitbag and just whinge about it. What's that going to do for the child? Well, what have you ever done for a kid? We've all seen the parenting statistics from people like you, Mr. African Rebel. I dare say he's done more for 25 million children there than you'll ever do for a single one in your life. So wind your neck in, you f***ing oxygen thief. And I can go all day, you know I can. This isn't a gift, it's a massive cynical tax dodge and a political transaction. $250 per child is a pathetic pittance for a billionaire. These are the people who, do you remember that famous viral post where someone said, if you just took Elon's $300 billion, you could give $1 billion to every American. Do you remember that? These people who have got the mathematical skills of a house brick are trying to lecture people. They're betters about how much of a pittance it is. It's $6.25 billion. That is a colossal sum of money. And it's a lot more than many other billionaires have got total. What's Richard Branson worth? Oh, there you go. 2.8 billion. So basically, it's more than twice what Richard Branson's entire net worth is. If he gave every single penny he's got away and was living in a cardboard box out the back of Netto, he wouldn't have managed to give half that sum to 25 million children. So it's not a pittance, is it? You horrible, spiteful knobhead. They could just pay taxes and not be indebted to a rogue porters. So billionaires are speedrunning patriotism. Cute. Nothing says helping the poor like sprinkling $250 on kids while the system stays exactly the same. The system is win or win, you dopey twat. The system. The system has worked better than your system ever will, because our system, capitalism, encourages people like me to go to work and dig out blind to get promoted and save some money and invest some money and pay a mortgage and feed your kids and pay your taxes. And your system encourages mass murder, you spiteful, entitled, shit-for-brains communist. So, as you might expect, I could do this all day. I'm not going to bother. Well done to Mr. Michael Dell. That's all I've got to say. And his initial post here about it was just met with endless spiteful comments, also about his missus. Like, look, hide your children. Is this AI? Well, she's rich, so she's had some work done. They've been married since they were in their 20s. Wholesome. She's had some work done because she's rich. So what? I mean, yeah, she's probably got more plastic and rubber in her than your average Dunlop tyre. But so what? Their hearts are in the right place. It's unequivocally a good thing. And she was quite tidy when she was younger, wasn't she? She'd probably look a lot better if she didn't have rubber lips, plastic tits and a balsa wood fanny. But there's no need to have a pop, is there? I think it's a wholesome thing. I hope you do too. But if you disagree, please let me know with some hate, spite and resentment in the comments so I can flag you for the list that you're going on when we win, and you can be shackled next to Keir Starmer, breaking rocks in the state-funded prison. We won't call it a gulag, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you all tomorrow. Toodle pip. Cheers.